Hello, and welcome to the Mental Health News Hour. Yay!
We're back! And we're improved!
Yeah. Well, it's been 5 years since I have done a Mental Health News Hour. I've had many people ask me to do another show, and so I started looking for news bullets, and I waited till the last minute to edit them for the show. Yes. Here we have our two sock puppets.
Lorene.
And
I don't know.
Murine. You would be fuchsia, orange, and
I'm Lorene.
yeah, pinking.
Lorene Jean.
Yes. So, how are you guys doing?
All right.
Good.
We're
good.
improved.
Okay, good. Okay, so for this first segment, I have a little news bullet here involving chocolate.
Woohoo! Chocolate!
Something interesting you might find. Okay, chocolate has its ways. A study published in the Journal of Neuroregulation from Northern Arizona.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
Well, it's a
It's
typo.
too hot in Arizona,
Yeah, it is. That's why you need chocolate there.
but then it melts.
Yeah, it melts.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That's why you keep it in the freezer or the fridge.
Or you
Right?
just eat it all and you don't have to worry about it.
That's true.
Healthy
Okay.
choices.
So, from the Northern Arizona University and sponsored by the Hershey Company. Right? Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They know their stuff.
Oh, they do. It's the first study to look at the acute effects of chocolate on attentional parts of the brain using electroencephalography.
large word.
Electroencephalography. Electroencephalography.
You got it
Do
now.
I got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
legit.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
And what that is images of the brain while it's performing a cognitive test. So what they'll do is they'll have a person lay down in a thing and they'll have them do a thing like math or chewing gum.
Wait,
or,
math?
Yep.
Or
What if you don't know
or
math?
thinking about sex.
Or dancing.
Or
What?
Yeah, thinking about stuff.
Is that appropriate?
Sure.
Dancing's always appropriate.
Playing,
I meant the other word.
playing. Oh, I've read about these tests. Playing video games, watching
video
watching
games?
shows,
Kind of
violent
shows?
ones.
Oh.
Yeah, they
So
want to
wait,
see.
we're eating chocolate and we're watching video?
No, they use this test on other things, and in this case, they're using it to see what's going on in the brain when a person eats chocolate.
Oh.
Okay.
Happiness.
Yeah. Okay. In this case, eating chocolate. So the study had 122 participants between the ages of 18 and 25 years old.
All young people.
Yeah. Consumed chocolate at control and test levels of 60% cocoa. So they gave them chocolate with 60%. This is that dark chocolate. If you ever eat dark chocolate, usually it's dark when it has 60%.
Tastes
And-
like dirt.
It's better for you.
Well, it is because it usually has less sugar and fat in it. It's better
Yes.
chocolate for you. Proportional to the person's weight and blind to the level they got. So the person eating the chocolate didn't know if they were getting a high amount of cocoa or a low amount of cocoa. They didn't know, and larger people, they gave them a larger chocolate bar so that it was proportional to their body
They
weight.
matched.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Should
Let's
always,
get
yeah,
large and
match
eat
what
more
you eat.
chocolate.
Yes, always match what you eat. That means when you're eating chocolate, you should wear brown. Right?
Yes.
Why?
Right?
It makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Currently, we know that chocolate is a known vasodilator. Do you guys know what a vasodilator is?
Of course not.
No.
Okay. Vaso refers to veins and arteries, and dilator means it makes them bigger. So that when you eat something, your veins get a little larger and your blood pressure,
Explodes.
yes, every day.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Every day.
What, do you eat chocolate every day?
No.
Do you eat chocolate every day?
No.
I don't either. So
That's why we haven't exploded.
yeah, fewer
Yes.
explosions. Okay. Currently, we know that chocolate, wait, I read that. Vasodilator that widens blood vessels and lowers blood pressure over time. And that's a weird thing. I had to do some research on this because I had heard that when you eat chocolate, it's a vasoconstrictor because it has caffeine-like compounds in it, and those are constricted. That means your veins close and your blood pressure goes up. But over time, if you eat chocolate regularly, it lowers your blood pressure over time. The dark stuff, not the milky.
What about the light stuff?
The Hershey, regular Hershey chocolate? No, not so much.
What
They-
about the pink stuff?
Stuff.
Probably, I have never seen pink chocolate. Is there pink chocolate?
You gotta go where I go, man.
I don't think that's chocolate.
Hey, Blurine goes to places that we have
You
not.
can only imagine.
That's right. We will not discuss them here on the show.
You sure?
Wow. You
Well,
learn
we
a new
could.
thing about a puppet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway. But the study focused on using the scan to see the immediate stimulant effects. So they had the person eat the chocolate while they were in the electroencephalography
That sounds
thing.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. The results showed that 60%ers, as we'll call them, the ones that ate the chocolate with the high amount of cocoa, brains were more alert and attentive after consumption. And their blood pressure also increased for a short time. So you eat chocolate, you get a little bit more awake, just like coffee, and you can focus better. You have more attention stuff.
So we should eat chocolate all the time.
Well, you know how you're halfway through the day, you're starting to get run down, you're feeling tired, and you want a nap and stuff. Eat some chocolate, dark chocolate, and it'll wake you up for about an hour or two, or something. I think, as near as I could tell from what I read, the stuff that I deleted off this so I could read it in the amount of time, which we're running out of. I can't believe it. It's gone so fast. Okay. One of the test chocolates included in the study, so what they did is they did no chocolate or no cocoa chocolate, they did high cocoa chocolate, and then they added other compounds to the different chocolates. And they didn't talk about the other compounds that they added in the test.
Why not?
I don't know. It wasn't
Seems a little
germane.
bit fishy.
Don't ask, don't
I don't
tell.
think they added fish to the chocolate. That would be bad.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It could be kind of cool.
I'm trying to picture, my mouth is trying to picture sardines and no.
It has good mouthfeel.
Tuna? No. Dude, that'd be weird. But I'd probably try it because I'm a weirdo. Yeah. Okay. It offered interest. Okay, I read that. It's remarkable. The potential here
Whoa.
is for the heart-healthy chocolate.
Does it change your voice?
Oh wait, I missed a part. Never mind. One of the test chocolates included in the study was to add green tea amino acid called L-theanine. And this is an amino acid that we find in foods all over the place in various amounts. In chocolate or green tea, L-theanine is a large amount.
Sounds like an elf name. Elfine.
Okay, you are L-theanine now.
Okay.
Okay, that quickly lowers blood pressure and encourages alpha waves in the brain. Do you guys know what alpha waves are?
No.
Like alphabet that you ride in the ocean.
Almost.
Like
Almost.
ABCs that I sing.
Almost.
Any wave.
I know
Okay.
what
You
a
do the
microwave
wave.
Okay,
is.
okay. Our brains, your brains are more digital than mine. Mine are more analog. But our brains have waves in them, right? The hormones, the electrical signals that go from neuron to neuron go in short little waves. And alpha waves are 10 waves per second on average.
Can we get back to chocolate, please?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
I was
alpha
at
waves.
chocolate.
Okay, you lost it at chocolate.
I was in a chocolate dream.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what it did is this L-theanine lowered blood pressure and encouraged alpha waves, which is calmness.
I'm calm with chocolate.
Yeah, when we are in our calmest states of mind, that is when we're doing the alpha wave things. People that are meditating and doing yoga and other
So,
stuff like that, they get alpha
Yoga
waves.
with
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Doing yoga in a
Yes.
bath of chocolate.
Absolutely.
Always a good idea.
Yes,
Sign
and
me
you
up.
just go under and go, and then come up again. Yeah, that would be.
So mindful. Yes.
Yes, you would be delicious.
I already am.
It's remarkable. The potential here is for the heart-healthy chocolate confection that contains high level of cocoa with L-theanine that is good for your heart, lowers blood pressure, and helps you pay attention, head researcher Larry Stevens said. I'm not even sure if he was a doctor. He was a chocolate doctor.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
At Choco University.
I want to
Yeah.
go there.
Okay, so I wanted to add a note of my own. Chocolate or cocoa also has mild short-term antidepressant effects.
Ooh.
Short-term, it lasts for about 4 hours.
Who can be sad with chocolate?
That's exactly right. I have read all kinds of studies that people that eat chocolate get short-term, mild antidepressant effects.
I'm going to become a doctor and hand out chocolate.
Yeah,
I
okay.
will cure all.
And also chocolate, dark chocolate is better because it contains fewer carbs and fats. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So dark chocolate is actually good for you. When I got diabetes, I went strictly to dark chocolate, 80%, 90%, and I would just have a little nibble. And that way I could get something sweet because I was craving sweet things because I couldn't really have much of them anymore. So I got the really stupidly dark stuff, like 90%. This chocolate was so dark, I couldn't see it when the lights were out. I had to turn on all the lights to go find the chocolate and get me a nibble.
That's
You're
deep.
eating chocolate in the dark?
Well, I'd wake up and, at night, or I'd be craving something sweet at night and I couldn't find it.
This
I needed a
explains a lot.
flashlight.
Don't have shame.
Okay,
now.
I'm full of crap. That never happened. Okay, yeah. Do you two have any questions?
So what? I
got
don't.
any chocolate?
Yeah.
No!
Well,
I
you're
forgot my
talking about
chocolate.
it. I want chocolate.
No, I forgot my
Can
chocolate.
robots eat chocolate?
Robots? Well, there's a slot that.
My mouth open.
Can you show me where the slot
Chocolate
is?
goes-
I do believe it's right there. The
Are
slot.
you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Is that it?
Now, if that were chocolate, you would be really not depressed. And
I have a tongue. I can taste it.
yeah,
Give it.
yeah. If that were chocolate, you would be having some alpha waves going on
I
there.
wouldn't be
But
depressed.
Yeah.
But it's not chocolate, so I'm totally depressed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, my finger has a way of making people depressed by
Yeah.
pointing at them. You, and the waggly finger, right? That's very depressing.
It is.
Yeah.
Unless it's covered in
Bring down.
chocolate.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, we've run out of time. Thank you for participating in this segment, Blurine
And
Yeah.
and
talking about
L-theanine.
chocolate.
Yes, and so we'll be back in just a moment.
Woohoo!
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Mental Health News Hour. Actually, it's another segment of the Mental Health News Hour. Everyone say hi. Hi. Okay, so I have a news bullet here called Psychoacoustics. Apparently, it is a study, psychological
Study or steady?
steady. It's a steady study of what our brains do when noise is going on, how we respond to noise, people noise, traffic noise, and this sort of thing, and how we cope with it, and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, your name is,
Wolfgang.
and your name is?
Manzanita.
Manzanita. What does Manzanita mean?
I'm the apple of your eye.
Oh,
The little apple.
what you got in the bag there, Missy?
For me to know and you to find out.
Okay.
More apples.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Okay. This one is entitled Psychoacoustics, How We Interpret Background Speech. A recent study regarding the perception of a person with elevated depression in a loud social environment, such as a cocktail party, interferes with their ability to positively interpret human communication. Have you guys ever been to a cocktail party?
I don't drink.
Have you ever been to a cocktail party?
No, but
No.
I've had cocktail sauce.
Have you ever been to a cocktail sauce party?
The shrimp was bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever been to a large gathering of people where they're standing around with some sort of beverage and they're all talking loud and
No, I don't
aggressive?
like people.
Oh.
They're not one of us.
Have you watched? Okay, I'm speechless here. I don't know I don't know how to respond to that. Okay, have you watched a movie with people standing around with drinks?
With these eyes, of course I have.
Okay, how about you? Please say yes.
I don't have TV.
Have you seen the neighbors stand around talking with drinks?
I've seen the neighbors do other things.
Okay, well, just pretend. Just imagine it. Use your
Killjoy.
imagination. And your face is hairier than mine. Okay. Where am I? Okay. Okay.
Right
so
there.
so
That's my
So-
line.
So a recent study regarding the perception of a person with elevated depression, remember that, in a loud social environment such as a cocktail party, interferes with their ability to positively interpret where I lost my place. Where
Right
is
there.
it? Cocktail party interferes with their ability to positively interpret human communication, adding to a sense of isolation. Okay, so I have had severe depression for many, many years, not so much lately, but I have gone to a social gathering with a lot of people and I feel worse.
Why?
I feel isolated and worse. Well, mostly what was going on with me, at least, is that I was not experiencing a happiness like everyone else appeared to be. I felt isolated because I was not participating in their having fun. I just felt worse and I felt isolated. And I left early because
So you were trapped in the labyrinth of your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the rabbit hole goes deep. Yeah, in there it's compartmentalized and all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, according to Zilong, Z,
Ooh.
Say that again fast.
Xie. I'm not sure. Xi? Xie? How would I pronounce that? I don't know. Never mind. I'll just say Xi or Z.
Z.
Z? Okay. A grad student and lead investigator in the Sound Brain Lab in the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders at the University of Texas at Autism, who said,
What'd he say? Don't stop mid-sentence.
if we want to fully understand what is going on with the speech perception, particularly in a multitonal condition, which is very often happens to be in our daily lives, we need to look at those kinds of emotional speech. Did you get all that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Did you understand what I just read there? I'm not sure if I did.
Did you
Well,
understand what you read?
Okay. Well, it goes on to say,
We don't really have emotions.
I see. I see. Okay. In the research of psychoacoustics, there are two different kinds of noise interference that disrupts a person's ability to understand human speech. Yeah. Called informational masking. Energetic masking, noise from machines in nature, and informational masking, noise from human voice background din. So one is where you're on a construction site and it's real noisy and you're trying to talk to someone or someone's trying to talk to you. And the other one is you're at a party and there's a lot of people and they're all talking in the background and someone is trying to talk to you.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, and so people in the research that they did had a lot of difficulty interpreting what a person was saying when they were in, exactly, that's right, when there were a lot of people around talking really noisy. So
But
when,
that wasn't us, because we're not people.
no, it's not your fault, it's okay.
See?
Yeah. They note that there were 5 kinds of emotional speech that people say to each other: angry, fearful, happy, sad, and neutral.
I was angry once.
Really? How did that go?
Well, I decided to.
Have you ever been angry?
Not that I'll admit to.
Okay. So the researchers recruited students with either low or elevated symptoms of depression to gauge their speech perception in the presence of either energetic masking or informational masking. They had them listen to a recording of a target sentence featuring one of 5 types of emotional speech
What
mixed
happened?
with the noise. Okay? The students then typed out the target sentence, which was later compared with the actual sentences
brown
to
fox
determine how
jumped over the lazy
accurately
dog.
they heard it.
Jump over the lazy dog.
Yeah. The test was performed 50 times, wow, 50 times for each
That's a
volunteer,
lot. I only got 2 fingers to count on.
covering 10 unique sentences for each emotional type. So what would that be? They do the same test like 5 times?
That's boring.
10 times.
I'm not any good at math.
Yeah, me neither. That's always a plus, isn't it? Wah, wah. Okay, those with elevated depression symptoms were generally poor at hearing all types of emotional speech relative to the people with low depression symptoms, regardless of the emotional content of the sentence.
Say what?
So, when there was the informational background noise, the more depressed people couldn't really hear what was being said to them, no matter whether it was angry or happy or sad or neutral or any of that. They couldn't understand what was being said to them.
Maybe it's because
as
they
well.
were speaking in another language. ¿Cómo se dice?
Yes?
See?
No?
No? Nein? Nicht? Niet?
Yes? Okay.
Haben Sie einen guten Tag?
Yeah, you can speak Spanish, can't you?
Once in a while.
Yeah. Okay. How are both groups performed comparably when the sentences were read to them in energetic masking conditions? So this is really this article I found really interesting because I had never read anything about research into psychoacoustics, right? So yeah, I love your eyes.
See, I told
Yeah.
you.
Are those
I'm the apple of your eye.
are those what, pink ladies? What are the different kinds of apple? Macintosh? No, they wouldn't be pink ladies. They're either
I'm
Macintosh.
red delicious.
Oh, you're all delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys have any questions about this? Surely you must have questions.
I'm not Shirley, I'm Manzanita.
Do you have any questions, Nanzanita?
Nope.
No. Ask. You gotta have. Do you have any questions?
So,
Do we have any more pizza?
I don't know, but I think I have a slice left that I am wanting later. Yeah.
would that be like at a cocktail party?
Yes. I
Does
am
it
not.
have cocktail sauce?
Yes. It would be a shrimp pizza with
Who's a shrimp here?
sardines. Well, you're vegetarian, actually.
Fruitarian.
It would have anchovies, shrimp, salmon, smoked salmon on it. That might make a good pizza, you think? Smoked salmon? Sardines? No, maybe not sardines. Anchovies? I've actually had pizza with anchovies on it, and they were pretty good. They were
Why?
salty as crazy.
I think the anchovies are hairy little fish.
Yes, they are. They scratched my throat when I ate them.
But I don't think I need any more hair. What
and
do
they're
you
only
think?
they're only about that big. So anyway, so it's really interesting because when I read this article, I thought about the times that I was really depressed and I had gone to an event with a lot of people. I felt like crap, and I thought that going to a party with a bunch of people would help. I thought that I would feel better. But I had trouble focusing, I felt isolated, I felt worse, and it just made it worse.
Have a drink.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
This isn't vodka, is it?
No, can you gargle it?
Yeah. Okay.
There, huh?
Okay, well, I think this is it for the segment. And but Bonzanita?
Manzanita.
Manzanita and
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang. Yeah, I got that wrong a few times. Yeah. Yes. Well,
He's kind of cute.
thank you for being on this segment with me. I love you both very much.
Do you love me more than her?
Nope.
You love her more than me?
Nope. I love you
Smart
both
man.
very much. Okay, we'll see you in a moment. We'll be back, or I'll be back, and other sock puppets will be present. Which camera am I looking at? Is it that one? Yeah, that one. Okay, right there. All right, we'll see you later. Hello, and welcome to segment 3 of the Mental Health News Hour, the show where you can sit and watch and chew gum at the same time, the show where you can stand up and watch the show where you can walk in circles and watch the show that you can fall asleep to because it's calming and we love you. Yes. Maybe not. I don't know you. Yeah, I don't know him. Okay, I'm full of crap right now. Anyway, okay, so hello. Say hello to the cameras.
Are
puppets.
we on? Are we on? Yes, we're on. Hi.
Okay, and what's your name?
Oh, just call me Hildy. I
Hildy?
just love to be called Hildy.
Oh,
It's not my name, but I like to be called it.
Yes, you have very fancy yellow locks there, Hildy.
Locks? Ooh.
And what's your name?
Well, I'm the one and only Robot Elvis.
Robot Elvis. Something teddy bear? Something.
Won't you be
Oh,
my
Dan,
teddy
are you
bear?
telling me you want to be my teddy bear?
Why, yes.
Oh, my. Got a little warm in here.
Yeah.
Would you two like me to leave? I can leave you alone.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. So here's one. Discovery of schizophrenia risk gene. I can speak a lot to this because I've read all kinds of research on researching genetic things with schizophrenia.
Are those designer jeans or just plain old jeans?
Plain old well, no, they're designer genes with holes in them in bad places.
Do they have those shiny things on them too?
Oh, yeah, but it's the bad shiny. It's the unhappy shiny. Yeah, sad shiny and slim shiny. Or is that slim shady? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, the research is published in Nature's Translational Psychiatry. Okay.
I just love those big words.
Yes.
Transition.
Oh, I've got some big words for you, Missy.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Scientists have for a decade tried to locate the genes involved in mental illness, hoping to find key sequences that code for proteins, enzymes, structural conditions, or functional abnormalities that play abnormalities. See, that's
Abnormalities? I
Yeah,
can
that's a big
understand it.
word.
If they don't wear the jeans, they can be abnormal.
That's right. That's a big word. I like that word. I sound more intelligent when I use big words. Abnormalities, see? I sounded 10% smarter right there when I said that, maybe. That play a role in a major mental illness that affect a small percentage of the population, regardless of gender, race, or location on the planet. Okay? In the
Even
case,
puppets too?
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that why I go crazy in Las Vegas?
Yeah. Yeah, just don't step on your blue suede robot shoes.
So that
Somebody
means
took
I'm
my
crazy
blue
when I
suede
go after my chocolate. know-
Yes.
Sorry, salmon eggs,
Is that chocolate?
caviar. Chocolate caviar.
Chocolate
I heard you
caviar?
talking about chocolate and fish, and they were putting different things
I've-
together, so I made chocolate caviar.
I've never had chocolate caviar before.
And you're not gonna.
I would like to eat one.
You're not gonna.
Hey, listen, you're talking to a man that's eaten bugs and brains.
Okay.
Dan's a zombie.
Well, pretty much.
All right, he's halfway there. He's got the bug
Well,
part.
my zombie really comes out when it's late at night. In the morning, coffee. Yeah, okay.
Is that what that's called?
That's what we're calling it. Okay. Researchers have recently discovered how the disruption of a key gene known as DISC1, DISC1, is a risk factor for a number of major mental illnesses, including schizophrenia, that's a big word, depression, and bipolar disorder.
Shouldn't it be disco, not disc one?
Yes, or discography.
I love
Or
disco.
discovery. Yeah, discovery.
Okay, I like
Disco's
disco
my
better.
jam.
Or discipline. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Okay, so disc, it's a funny word, but what they'll do is there will be a genetic sequence, a whole bunch of them, and they're just a big long chain, and they'll find that this particular group of genes along the DNA, if you take that out,
I know a song. Chain,
it
chain,
will
chain,
and attach.
chain of DNA.
Exactly. Yeah. And you take that sequence and then you attach the ones together, it folds into a shape and it makes an enzyme or a coenzyme or a protein. Proteins are actually several sections. So if you take this little snippet of the DNA over there, and another snippet here and another snippet there, and you put them all together and you wrap them together, they all fold into a shape. And that's how you make proteins.
It's origami protein.
Yeah, origami.
Origami
Cool,
proteins,
big word
yes.
from
Yeah, and so
Robot Elvis.
so each section will be given a name, and it will.
Like Frank? Like George?
Yeah, but they'll throw in numbers and letters in them to distinguish them from other codes along the genetic line. And so this happens to be DISC1, and it is misshaped. The protein that it makes is either misshaped or there is something different in people with schizophrenia, depression, and bipolar than in someone who doesn't have it. They'll find an abnormality in this section of the genetic code. Okay?
Can they cut it out and change it?
Actually, yeah, they can.
It is origami. It just takes some scissors.
Have you heard of gene splicing?
Well, I've heard of gene zippers, but never gene splices.
Yeah, okay. So
I got some blue jeans pockets, but I don't have any gene splices in there.
that was good. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so affected by psychiatric illnesses that, okay, where was I? Okay.
Just a little bit left of center.
Yeah, definitely. Major mental illnesses include blah, 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 blah. Genetic studies of several generations of one Scottish family affected by these psychiatric illnesses have revealed that these are connected to disruption in the DISC1 gene.
That's the problem. They use a Scottish family. You know, the Scots still haven't figured out that the Irish taught them how to play golf just because of the practical joke.
I'm part.
They haven't got it yet.
Send your complaint letters to TCTV.
Yes. Yeah, don't
Okay,
send
let's
it
go
to me.
back to the Scottish family.
Okay, though it is not clear how, they're not really sure how this genetic difference in this part of the gene code, because it's different, they're not sure what is going on. They're not sure why this alteration or this different kind of section along the gene, why it's doing what it's doing. They just don't know. They just know it's different. However, neuroscientists have shown that the disruption of the gene modifies the organization of functional brain networks. Okay, so
Ooh, networks, are they like LANs? You know, are they computers all hooked together? Or are they just people at network looking for a job?
no.
networking?
Imagine a building scaffolding without the cement or floors. It's just a network of metal and wires and pipes and all that sort of thing. And you've got a little section over here where the metal, instead of going to here, it goes to there, where the structure is different.
I saw one of those in an art gallery. It was in a frame.
Well, it's where these neurons in normal people, these neurons are connected in this particular way, this group of neurons, Whereas someone in the Scottish family, the neurons are not connected quite the same way. So it's a structural thing. It's not necessarily proteins or enzymes or anything like that. It's a structural thing. And I've read so much on schizophrenia. We have in our brains, we have these areas where it's just liquid. It's just this liquid in between. And in people with schizophrenia, the liquid is more. There's less gray matter. And it gets worse over time.
In mine, the liquid is vodka.
Yeah, mine too.
I'll
Yeah.
drink to that.
Yeah. Okay, so, however, but it's not always that way. Not everyone's schizophrenia has these ventricles, as they're called, larger than others. It's every single person with schizophrenia is slightly different.
So we have wet and dry schizophrenia
And moist.
and moist.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Take a towelette to that one.
And brittle and dusty and rusty and
I get rusty.
yeah. Okay, so brain imaging studies have already revealed that these illnesses involved alterations in both the structure and connectivity of the brain. Oh, I'm running out of time. Lead researcher Dr. Neil Dawson from Lancaster University said, "Our data strongly suggests that the disruption of the DISC1 is a key molecular event that can contribute to the emergence of disease-relevant alterations in brain function." He also said that these included schizophrenia-related alterations in brain function, brain network connectivity, and the functioning of glutamate. Glutamate,
It sounds like his polyester pants are a little too tight with all those words.
yeah, I think so. Glutamate neurotransmitter system. Okay, our brains have neurotransmitters. These are hormones that act both in the brain and the body. Adrenaline. It works both in our muscles and in our brain, and we can do things faster and stronger and more good or better. But glutamate is a excitatory brain transmitter. If we got lots of glutamate going on, we're just all busy and go, go, go.
Can
And
we
if we
get excited just using coffee to get glutamate going?
I think so. It may affect it.
Ooh.
People that have seizures, their brains are producing too much glutamate, and they get these huge waves and waves of neurotransmitters, and it damages, and they pass
you're
out.
all shook up.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, I see the tables moving.
Through these studies, we have been able to define deficits in brain function and functional connectivity that results from the disruption of DISC1 and are relevant to a range of psychiatric disorders. The discovery, as he said, the discovery could be used in the future to help develop psychiatric drugs. It's always about the
drugs.
pills.
I like drugs.
It's always about the pills. Pills are treatments, they're not cures. They need to think in other forms instead of pills. They gotta come up with different something else.
But medicine just treats the symptoms. They don't know what's going on.
No, they don't, and mental health medications only work part of the time, and they only work really good for a small percentage of the people that take them, so they have to try all of them until they find one that actually works.
I'll keep taking one. Give me one. Can I have one? Can I have
It
one?
drives me crazy. I've been reading about this, and it's always the last comment that the doctor makes is, "Oh, it will help us develop drugs."
Yeah, they give me a lot of pills there.
Yeah.
I like drugs. Can I have some more drugs? I don't have enough drugs. I need more drugs.
Yeah. Well, you know,
This chocolate just isn't doing it for me.
Back in the 50s and 60s, they blamed the mother for schizophrenia. When a boy or girl,
Not Mom.
yeah, it was called
Mama.
it was called the schizophrenogenic model, and it was blaming the mom's bad interaction with the child in early childhood, sometimes the father, but it was more often than not blaming mom for the kid having a mental illness.
Not me.
And
It was my
I
sister
can't-
Sally. She was at fault.
I
They're
can't,
at fault.
I can't tell you how awful that must have been for so many moms that did nothing wrong, and they were blamed by a doctor and the rest of their family. And I would like to just say, "Rrrr." Okay,
Those moms can make them sit out for a
Don't
while.
blame mama.
yeah, don't blame. It's not.
Put them in the corner.
It's not the mom's fault. So it's a genetic thing, and there's more genes that are involved. And like I said, everyone's slightly different. There's a bunch of genes that are involved in schizophrenia and bipolar.
Blue
and,
genes, green genes.
and
what?
they're partly
green
inherited.
genes does it. That's what it is.
Yeah, green genes. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, we're out of time, and we need to move on to the next segment. And I want to thank you two for being here.
Oh, thanks
And-
for having me, Dan.
and,
Thank you very much.
Can I have some
and-
more drugs?
Yes, you can have more drugs. There,
you.
I
Oh,
slipped
goody,
some
goody.
drugs into
Yes,
those little things.
Yes, I like the drugs.
Yes, I slipped them in there when you weren't looking. Okay,
Was I
we're
not
out of time. We'll say bye-bye for now, and you'll meet two more soccer. And welcome to the fourth and final segment of the Mental Health News Hour 2015. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, come on, more. Hi. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, what's your name, Sock Puppet Purple?
Meili.
What?
Meili.
Meili?
Meili.
That's a nice name. How about you? You're both purple. Are you guys related? What?
Yeah, she's my dumb sister.
Yeah. He's my dumb brother.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I've got family aboard today for the final segment. You match and everything. Your hair's a little different, but yeah. There you go. Oh, you got a thing in your hair. Okay, never mind. Okay, where was I? Okay, this particular news article is the clinical psychologist who head county's largest jail. And the original article was by Leah Bushak. And somewhere along the way I lost what the source of the article was. I think it's NPR or I'm not sure where it came from. So I try and say I got this article from blah blah blah, because what I've done is I've taken the article and I pared it down into a size that I can read, at least that I think on the segment, and I try and give credit to the person that wrote the original one, even though I pretty much changed the whole thing, so that I can read it in a style that I like.
Wow, very creative.
Yes. Yes, I don't want to, what's that word where you take credit for somebody else's work? What is that called?
Plagiarism.
Plagiarism? Yeah, I don't want to be plagiarizing anyone. Okay, so Cook County is the biggest jail in the U.S., averaging 9,000 prisoners on a daily basis. And it's just a jail. It's not a prison, it's a jail.
Wow, that's a lot.
Like a county jail. Thurston County has a jail, and there's, a few hundred people. Maybe 1,000, something like that. Well, this is Cook County, and it has 9,000.
That's more than I can count on my hands.
You
I don't have any hands.
No hands.
What?
I
What?
don't.
Or you have a lot of hairs, but I don't think you got 9,000 going on, not even the both of you put together. Okay,
That's why you don't put us together.
that's right. You two are siblings, and you have a rivalry going on.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
she,
do.
She can't help that I'm mom's favorite.
Okay. Okay, so
He always says that.
Yeah, he does. All
Can't
the
help that it's true.
Yeah, he always says that too, doesn't he? Yeah.
La la la, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. 9,000 prisoners on a daily basis. 1/3 of which suffers from mental illness, making it one of the largest psychiatric facilities in the country. So it's a jail, but 1/3. What's 1/3 of 9,000?
Oh no, I'm not very good at math.
Me neither.
What's 1/3 of 9? Divide 9 by 3. How many do you get? How many 3s go into 9? 3, 6.
Wait,
Nine.
slow down.
Okay. 3. Is that backwards? I can't tell. 3. Okay, 3, 6, 9.
So 2,000.
Okay. Okay, so thousands of people with mental illnesses are in jail. They're not in a psychiatric facility where they ought to be if they have a mental illness, but they've committed some minor infraction. That's why they're in jail, not prison. a traffic violation, some sort of altercation with another person, they're in jail for 30 days or 2 weeks or whatever. Or for, they were homeless and that's becoming more and more of a crime, they're in jail for that. So 1/3 of them have mental illnesses in jail. And jail is about being punished. The hospital is about being treated. So these people with a mental illness are being punished for some act, and the punishment is typically harsh and strict. And then you've got other people in there without a mental illness that are violent, and they need to be in jail because they've done a bad thing, and it makes it even worse for people with a mental illness.
They should separate them.
They should. I don't know if they do.
Yeah, we're sock puppets, and we already have a solution to this.
Yeah, see?
What's that?
Separate them. Have you seen the size of our brains? We're only socks. We don't have that large of brains.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we give you small doses of,
Hey.
chocolate. Chocolate. That's what we give you.
I like chocolate,
Yeah, purple chocolate.
Everyone likes chocolate.
just like how Mom likes me better.
Stop that.
Okay, so that was my little soapbox right there. Anyway, so recently a clinical psychologist, Nika Jones Tapia, I'll say Tapia, was given the responsibility as executive director. So she's a clinical psychologist and she is now in charge of the jail. Okay, this is a mental health expert that probably has a doctorate in psychology or psychiatry, and so she knows stuff about helping and what works and what is effective and how to treat folks with a mental illness, and now she's in charge. The hope being that she will approach the position with changes that reflect better treatment to those that suffer. Here's a big smart word for y'all. Deinstitutionalization, which began in the 50s, moving mentally ill patients out of big state institutions back into their communities without community mental health services, resulting often in homelessness or in jail due to minor petty offenses. The Reagan era saw further defunding of mental health facilities and a transition to community mental health centers that rarely receive adequate or equivalent funding for those services. In a recent New York Times investigation report, it found that despite the city's attempts to reform New York City jails, mentally ill inmates were still beaten, mistreated, and thrown into solitary confinement cells, all of which worsened their condition and contributed to the vicious cycle.
Wow, that's dark.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. They need to be in the hospital, in a psych unit, in a evaluation and treatment center, something other than jail, even though they were caught jaywalking or they were throwing fish heads in oncoming traffic.
I like doing that.
Yeah, me too. Every month I buy a pile of fish heads and I'm tossing them at the traffic, and the police come and take me in and they say, "What the what?" Yeah. And then I get there and they say, "Oh, Dan."
So you're a regular at the police station?
No, the psych unit. Yeah. Yeah. And when I get there, I say, "Don't call me Dan, call me Swami." Okay, where was I? In an interview with NPR, Tapia said the city of Chicago, so this is all happening in Chicago, it's a Chicago City Jail or Chicago County Jail or something like that. I'm not sure, I don't remember what it was, is starting to work with us. So City of Chicago is starting to work with us, but you know their history of closing the 6 mental health clinics. These are community mental health centers, right? So instead of going to a state hospital, there's a place like here in Thurston County called BHR. And BHR is Behavioral Health Services. And people with mental health, okay, I'm right there. People with mental health issues, normally that live in the community, they have their own home and that sort of thing, and they're free, they're not stuck in a hospital. They would show up once a month to some kind of a doctor or therapist or to get medication or therapy of some kind, or they go to a group of some kind. But they live in their own homes, and they go to this place, and the counties fund these places. And the more funding they get, the more people that they can serve. Unfortunately, funding is not very high, and so these community mental health centers struggle to provide adequate services because they got to pay for doctors and they got to pay administration staff and they got to have a building with lights and heat. They've got to have therapists and case managers and all kinds of stuff. That's expensive. They got to pay these people, and the counties and the states just don't want to pay it. They don't want to give it out.
Why do they not want to pay it?
Because they're chintzy, tightwad, skinflint, cheapskate jerks.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So there's inadequate funding, and it's very, very sad and it's very frustrating. Okay.
Just
so,
like
It's
you,
hard.
sister.
Stop it. It's hard for someone with mental illness to get help because there is not enough funding.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So they can't see their doctor as often they need to, or
Right.
yeah, there's all kinds of different reasons. Okay. So today, thanks to Obamacare's Mental Health Parity Act, do you know what mental health parity is?
A parody of mental health?
Why, yes. Okay, so you have
Brothers.
insurance that pays for seeing the doctor, getting medications, or something like that. You see a doctor. Well, the way it used to be is you had insurance that covered a broken leg, but you didn't. But the insurance wouldn't cover depression, or other psychiatric conditions, or therapy, or anything related to mental health. They would cover all the physical things, but not the emotional things, not the psychological things. Well, this Obamacare said, no, you gotta be equal across the board, or you're out. You're not part of the plan.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thanks, Obama. Okay, you too. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks,
Obama. Most mental health services are covered under insurance. Tapia hopes that her appointment as head of the jail will send a message to the rest of the country, which continues to underfund mental health care in favor of jails and prison. America has more people in jail than any other first world country. You pick any country in Europe, Asia, anywhere that has an equivalent, kind of economy and lifestyle and kind of this sort of thing. America has like 11% of the population in jail. So that's awful. That's awful. We spend huge amounts of money jailing our people for minor offenses, whether it's
Little things.
little things, jaywalking, and they end up. A lot of people are poor, and so they go to jail and they stay in jail because they can't afford the bail. So they stay there until their court date, and the court is backlogged all the time, and so you might be in jail for 60 days for jaywalking because you can't afford the bail. So you're screwed. And let's say you have severe depression. Are you going to get your medication to treat with it if you're taking it? And you got a bunkmate named Bubba, and he has a foot fetish or something.
Dan,
right?
I think you need to stop. I'm not sure we're allowed to say this on TCTV.
Oh, yes, we are. Oh, yeah. I can say a lot more, but yeah. Well, it looks like we're out of time here. And do you have any questions or comments before we go?
Which one of us do you like better?
I love you both.
Me.
We
I
love you
love
too,
you both.
Dan.
Yeah, I can't speak for your mother, so
Okay.
Don't worry, she's
Who
crazy.
is our mother?
Your mother is a pair of lederhosen. Yes.
Oh.
Or possibly thermies. You know, thermy bottoms.
Where's
you know,
she
the
from?
stretchy ones. Yeah. What?
Where's she from? He don't know.
Lederhosenland.
Why don't you know these things, Dan?
Yeah.
We met in a bar on a Saturday night.
Ah, okay.
It's not my fault. Vodka.
Ha.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like we're out of time. There will be another mental health news hour probably in a few months. I'm not doing many of these years, but there will be another one. And this is on YouTube. You can watch it again and again and again.
And again?
Okay.
Yeah, but don't show it to your pets. It will cause them issues.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'm out of here. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
La 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 la.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.